Okay, testing, testing Twitch. Testing, testing YouTube. Okay. Good. Let's go. Alright. I'm gonna do there's a lot of stuff I can do with like the bats and stuff. The bats have like two states. They're like the regular running around state, and then they have a detection radius, a random detection radius. And when they're close enough to you, they detect you, they go into this state where they're like angry. I don't know if you remember these Kirby enemies that kind of do like this. Like they're like smiley and something, and then like they become like really crazy evil, like demon things. When you hit them once, it's sort of like that. So I want to make that very obvious. I think the bats should have like enormous heads and small, but like their wings animate quite a bit, so I need to make them quite big. But yeah, now see, it's getting in the way of the actual. It's getting in the way of the design. Very simple enemies, and mostly in the face. I have like a bugged out eyes and like doing nothing really. Um, but like when they lock in, they become this guy. But what I'm gonna do right now is make is open a VFX one. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually find, where are you? Air idle. So air idle goes up and just for the up and down one, and I just need like one of these. I'm gonna save this as something else. I'm gonna save it as uh land rocket landing. We'll go with rocket landing. Rocket land, and I think what I'm gonna do. And today is 7th, so let's get a cleanup. Okay, now we saved it as a different name. Then I'm going to delete all of this. I'm going to delete all of these frames. I'm going to delete everything over here. So cool. That was the wrong one. Okay. And now I'm going to I'm gonna move this down because this is the perspective thing I need. I should bring both of these down because that's also very important. Okay. I got colors I don't need. Okay. Now, let's go. So I want this to be like pretty large. I think let's look at the concept. Is like right here. This is the this is like as you're coming down, and this is when you come down. There's a big puff. So and because like in perspective, it's gonna look like that, and it's gonna be bigger in the back. If you saw Sakurai's Smash thing, it's he made it so sorry, it's one of the videos on his channel. He made it so it's not like a perfect 3D model where it's all the same all around. In impact frames, the front are lower, so you can see the character better. So I'm not kind of cheating like that. I'm gonna take a bite. Hmm. Mr. Gogeta, the last Gogeta. It's going well. How are you doing? I'm just here drawing some VFX for the game. Using some of Sakurai's techniques. Like at the in the front here, the impact isn't as big, so you can see the character. That's just gonna animate this and put that in the game. Oh, what do you do for work? A platform fighter giant bomb page. I've not seen that. I'm gonna go check that out. Let's see. Oh, administrator stuff. Cool. So you're an administrator at Giant Bomb? That's pretty cool. Platform fighter concept. Okay, cool. Oh, there you are. Oh, last edited by the last Gogeta. Cool. Yeah, the term platform fighter in the 2000s, recognized glowing subject platform fighter acknowledges the. Oh wow. Yeah, so okay, there's so many, and you have a list of the actual games. That's cool. Claiming victory, larger stages, freedom of movement, overview. Yeah, oh, you didn't work at demo. Yeah, but you get to contribute to pages like this. Yeah. What do you think of the? I've been thinking about this. Like, I don't think people really use like most people, mainstream audiences, really use the term platform fighter. Um, or do you know if people actually end up using the like regular people, not like us, but regular people who would use the term platform fighter, or just describe it as like, yeah, it's like Smash. I think that would be like an important indication that like the tides have turned and people have been like playing more games in this genre. The term was also discussed and agreed upon during the 2013 round table on the rise of platform fighters between staff. Excuse me. Other commentary in the Smash clone to the promise. Yeah, yeah, the clickbait. Yeah, YouTube has Smash Killer, another clickbait thing. Yeah, you see that a lot. Smash Killer with the old face. Like, sorry, should have done that when I was eating. The old face, old. Yeah. Um, Arena fighter. That was. Yeah, I use a different term for arena fighter, but yeah, okay. Yeah, it was used to define another style of fighting game. Yeah, I'm gonna check this. The Rise of the Platform Fight. I have not actually seen this. 7 years ago. I mean, yeah, it's YouTube. I mean, what you gonna do? For some reason, that stuff works. It's very annoying. Like, freedom movement, larger cities. Falling in 64 is common for games knockback, which is represented with a rising percentage. This comes from the gold ring infos here. Direction bottle is spit. Right. Oh, Sonic Superstars. I'm surprised you found 191 that were like similar to platform fighters. Divine Knockout. A 3D platform fighter. Okay, yeah, okay. Come on, ring out to them with help to be like jump superstars. I've come across some smart people who care about the genre, who have a subgenre for once based on shooting. I also count games which have a platform fighting mode. Yeah, okay. Those some are post games. I'm gonna open this list up. Ninja, the Amazing Crackpots Club. Sonic Superstars up online for up to 8 players. Divine Knockout. Oh. Brain Makers, that's one I've heard of quite a bit. Fight of Animals Arena. This is the meme one. This is the I remember this one. This is the one with the with Doge, I believe. Or am I thinking of a different one? What games what other platform fighters do you like? Like what are your favorites besides Smash? That's it. The Doge platform fighter, yeah. Slap City. Okay, Slap City. I've heard of. Jump Superstars sounds familiar. Oh wait, I know this one. Yeah, this was an older one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I do remember that. I remember this screen. I remember this game being like. This game was like praised. I didn't play it, but it was like well received. I remember. Unlike a lot of the other platform fighter sort of less less well made ones that are trying to just capitalize on Smash. But man, I had now to think about it. How many of the games platform fighters have I played? I think I've really only played Smash, some of Rushdown Revolt, some of Icons, and I think that might be it actually. Uh, no, I didn't. Dimambo. Let's see, Dimambo. Oh wait, game. Not the dance. Oh, I never actually heard of this game. That's interesting. This is seems like an old game, but it might just be an indie game. Oh no, it's not old. It's just 2017. You played 30? Wow. Man, you're dedicated. No wonder you wrote that article. That's really cool. Hmm. What's your you play a lot of Smash games. What's your least favorite Smash game? Mine is 4. It's 4 or 1. Or 64. Hmm. Mine is it's between 4 or 64. Um so I think I would I mean it's 4. 4 is my least favorite. I just don't like Rage. Rage really annoyed me. Even though like in the Smash 64, eventually like it's better not to move. I still think like yeah, it's It's more fun than dealing with rage all the time in 4. Yeah, Smash Run is the best. Smash Run is literally the best single player mode. Um, I don't know, like I had a 3DS and I just kept playing. That's the reason my 3DS the control pad came off, just because I kept playing Smash Run. It's just the rest of the game that I can't stand. Hmm. Should I make this? Nah, I should make this a little like further around. I remember like I think it's still, yeah, it's probably somewhere over here. My 3DS is somewhere over here, but like I remember like I just loved Smash Run. Seemed like so unique in that it's like it's made for like people who just want to optimize something. And it was like perfect for portable, right? Because it was only on the 3DS. Because you could just like loop it over and over. It's like a simple thing you can loop. Very good. I loved it. Really appeals to like the optimization crowd, I feel. Flat Heroes, super minimalist. Let's see. Video. Okay. Yeah, I'll see a video. Smash Run killed at least two 3DS circle pads in my hustle. That's right. That's right. That's how you know you have a good game. It's not a Smash game until like 3 of your controllers are broken. I'm pretty sure Melee. Well, basically, we have a couple GameCube controllers, and like, if I could find them, I'll show you. But like, they just don't go into neutral anymore. Literally, like, if you hold them straight up, the control stick just falls over, falls down with gravity. I'm looking at Flat Heroes. This is interesting. This is a lot of modes. That's interesting. Hmm. I might try to put it in my platform fighter. I'm looking for like interesting modes and stuff that and little stage ideas. But Heroes also has a campaign that you can play in co-op mode while beating bosses and unlocking stuff. It isn't subspace, but it's fun. That's cool. I mean, it's hard to beat subspace. Subspace is pretty. It's pretty extensive, you know. I remember like, oh, but you know what? I remember getting Smash Ultimate, and I played through World of Light, and I thought, I'd get done with this in a couple of hours. It won't take that long. And like, I remember the first time after you finish the first big board, and then they teleport you to another board, and I was like, I just like, it was 3 in the morning or something, and then they just kept going. There were so many more boards that you had to go through to like fight. Man, that was insanely long. I did not like that. I think maybe I burned myself out on that trying to finish it all at once. Um, so I don't have fond memories of it. But Subspace, I really liked. I like the cutscenes. I like the how they dealt with the characters and everything. Yeah, yeah. It just kept going. Like really insane. Yep, the spirit world of light is cool in a sense, but the amount of bloat is not ideal. Yeah, it took quite a bit of time. I like the references that it was all just a bunch of references. Um, and they use all the items and stuff that I enjoyed. And to do that of like what is it like 100 fights, 1,000 fights or whatever. Yeah, that was cool. I think I have to keep in mind that I can't layer these properly. So like the front part of this and the back part of this is not it's not actually going to go in the back. This is all just going to be behind the player character. So I have to make sure of that, and I have to like leave this out because what's going to happen is it's going to go up to like here. So I'm going to actually clear that out as well. There were way more than 1,000. We were still getting spirits which were board exclusive till quite recently. Mind a lot of them depend on stats or jank too much. Yeah, there was I didn't like how you could I'd like to play them with more event match balance, yeah. Man, I loved Melee's event matches. I remember I didn't actually know about event 51, like the final one. I can't remember what the actual name was. But like I when I heard about it, like I went back home and I just tried to finish event mode. I didn't think too much of event mode in Melee in the first place until I learned about that. That was really cool. I really liked the event modes after that. Yeah, any spirit battle that made the whole floor lava or added strong wind was cursed. I remember that. I really didn't like how it kind of just made you use a spirit because I had a bunch of I had like a really broken build with like the superpower or something. I really didn't like how they made it you needed to use this or you're not gonna have fun. I thought it was kind of a little bit shallow. The Floro's lava one was the one I tried doing that without the you're immune to lava spirit, whatever it was. But nah, that wasn't working. They were actually a little too smart for me. I really like the classic mode in Ultimate though. Um, what do you call it? I like how they didn't always do Master Hand and turned and like Master Hand in the end was like the most boring one. Yeah, some of the floor is lava. Yeah, I remember like by the end it was like the whole floor is lava constantly. They just kept throwing like the hard ones at you at the very end or near the end. Man, I like the lava one was more annoying. The I remember they're like these notorious ones. I've forgotten them now, but I remember like some were so hard, some were so complete total trash because they're just immediate death. I just wish you could pick routes for classic mode so you don't need co-op to fight specific end boss. Assignment right route select would be a sick. I wish you. Oh yeah, okay. Man, I don't remember Simons. Well, I think Simons does end with, I guess Dracula, but I can't remember. I've been playing just like Fox for so much. Like I just constantly play only Fox, trying to grind out that time to optimize the classic mode. Oh, one of Lucas's ones was annoying if I remember. Yeah, man, it's been so long, and like World of Light for me felt like a fever dream because it was I was so done by the end of it. I was just like, please be the last board, please be the last board. And then you had oh man the lead up to Galeem and the other one. Oh man. And then if you wanted the true ending or something, you had to do all of them. Ugh. It's it was hard, man. It was hard. I have PTSD now. I think I'll give it like a like a ripple effect. Duh. Darkar and Galeem. Yeah, duh. Yeah, okay. Uh I yeah, I remember them. They were it was rough. Darkaron. Darkon. Darkon, that was it. Darkon. Oh, he showed up after you defeated Galim. Yeah, World of Light unlocked music select on the main menu if I remember correctly. Yeah. Fortunately, not something huge or any. Yeah, yeah, it was nice. I think Ultimate was the one where like you really quickly unlocked all the characters by just playing a couple games. Um, I remember like you kept getting them. Unlike Subspace, which was like that took forever. If you were just trying to get if you're just trying to get the characters, because I remember one of the early Smash tournaments for Brawl. This guy didn't have the characters unlocked, so there was a guy at the tournament who had to like try and unlock the characters, and he tried to play Subspace. I was like, "You're not getting anywhere, man. Not it doesn't matter how long this tournament lasts." When you only, I always pick Fox. Fox is he's always the starter. Fox just is my main. I use Marth as well, but Fox is my main. I like Link too. I remember I played Link a lot when in Brawl Online because like Fox was too hard to play under that lag, so I just played free for all with Link and very fun. Um, whatever the next Smash roster is, we need cheat codes or an easy save transfer. Yeah, yeah, we need to get this unlocking thing out of the way. You know, I used to like it. I used to think it was interesting. I think they should have like one secret character, like Shinakuma or what Floyd in MK1. Not like the whole cast is you need to unlock them. Like give one guy who's like a secret that takes forever to get, but like not most of the cast. Just let me play them. But yeah, I guess we didn't get Smash 6 announcement at all. Uh, Kirby Air Riders is cool though. One blessing of Smash Ultimate is that it is portable, so I could lend my Switch for tournaments, but I rarely have that time, so they just have so they have DLC. Or I rarely have that time just so they have DLC. Yeah, I mean, it's good. Yeah, it's good that it's portable. It's good that it's a lot. Man, I remember when back in the day you had to get the CRTs to the tournaments. I mean, I guess they still do now for melee tournaments. Yeah, and you need to get the DLC if you want to give your if you want to go use a setup for tournaments. A deal. I bought the Sephiroth. I think I only bought Sephiroth for Ultimate. I think DLC is just super overpriced. Is the issue, you know? In my opinion, I think $6 is a little much. Um, and I think I'm going to. Oh, you know what? I have to do some cleaning up here. Did you? Oh yeah, I tried the Sephiroth challenge. Yeah, um, it didn't take me that long, but yeah, I definitely tried the Sephiroth challenge. That was a really cool way to where you try to get the character. You can play the character early, I think it was. But yeah, I was the whole Sephiroth, everything about it was like I think Smash DLC is actually really competitive. We get we get character, stage, music, but fair. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying like it's like super greedy. I just think like Smash is $60 total, and one DLC is like 1/10 of that. Like, I think that's a little much, but I mean, it's certainly like the characters are good, right? Sephiroth was very good. The animations probably of the DLC the best one I've seen. The animations are cool. The attacks are interesting. He's a unique character. Um, the way he plays and the way he yeah, the way he plays is very unique. Honestly, I don't know how good he is anymore because Smash Ultimate went through like it is the most balanced Smash game, and then they added Steve, and people are talking about Steve Sonic Game and Watch, um, that sort of thing. I get you. All DLC characters have a cost ratio is really warped. Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, a lot of this stuff is based on what do you value, right? Because I can't imagine some of these like skins nowadays in these games. I've never bought them. They're $20. I can't imagine. Why would you do that? Um, but like if it's worth it for you, you know, if I had to pick one DLC character to buy, it would be either Terry, music and stage, or Hero. So many moves and antics. Yeah, Hero was also quite a bit, and Terry was very well done. I mean, you could obviously Sakurai was a KOF head back in the day, so like he obviously was gonna do a good job with him. I especially like the that pixel art intro for the Smash thing. That was great. Yeah, I really like that. I didn't know this before, but the KOF in universe what's the word invitations were the same thing as the Smash invitations. Like it was Smash invitations were based on that. So I didn't know that at first. So it fit really well into that cutscene. Yeah, Hero I don't have as much connection with because I'd never actually played the Dragon Quest games. Probably should, but I mean they're like super classics. I was personally looking really forward to Banjo. I never really got him. I think I kind of my interest in Ultimate kind of waned, unfortunately. Are you a Dragon Ball or Chrono Trigger fan? I'm a Dragon Ball fan. I've never played Chrono Trigger. I really want to, but I love Dragon Ball. Yeah, Toriyama is a like great. He does the art for the Dragon Quest games too. So you can tell, obviously, it's like very distinct. His art in Dragon Quest. Banjo is one of the what I was least interested in, despite a lot of people my age being obsessed with them. Yeah, I love Banjo, man. Like it was. I remember playing that. I still have it actually. If my N64, it's dying, but it's still there. You can still play games. Yeah, but also Banjo was kind of boring. He was kind of standard character, especially compared to the other DLC. So I think that's why people kind of stopped talking about him immediately. Um, but it was like a pitch perfect 3D model. They did so well with him. But also, he was like one of the only ones back in the day to compete with Mario. I'm gonna make this go in a circle. I only recent I only realized recently that the programmer for Banjo is the voice actor for Banjo. Same with Ukulele. Also did really? I didn't know that. Whoa. And Diddy Kong. Yeah, no, I said okay. Uh, dot, 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 dot. Man, so many characters. Chris Sutherland, and he's a programmer for Rareware. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You know what's the craziest one? Like I remember, I don't know much about Smash at the time when I was playing Brawl. Um, but I had no idea that Sakurai voiced Dedede. Um, and we didn't know because I had seen Sakurai. I looked at him, like he had a picture, and he's like this thin, like small looking Japanese guy, and like Dedede has this really deep voice. So I thought they were doing something, um, to the vocals, but then I heard him actually give an interview, and it's like, oh, his voice is really deep. That was pretty funny, but that was like the huge shock. Very actor obsessed, so I like that Hero has really good picks for the different versions. Trunks has his voice for one of them. Yeah, I want to see Sakura. Yeah, it's like it's crazy. Like he's this tiny dude, and he just voices Dedede. Let me see. Uh, yep, Masahiro Sakurai. There he is, King Dedede. Oh, he voiced Kirby in Kirby Superstar as well. That's pretty funny. He's been the voice actor for Dedede since Brawl. Oh no, actually since Crystal Shards. I love Crystal Shards. That's a 10 out of 10 game. It is a Kirby tradition that the director of the game voices DDD for some reason. The current director voices DDD in the 3DS games and onwards. Sakurai voices DDD in the old games and Smash. That's interesting. That's fun. Like that they have like they have a little tradition for it. Um, I guess DDD doesn't have speaking lines. He just kind of makes noises like Kirby does. Oh, Lost World. Actually, Lost World was so good. Lost World was so fun. Um, yeah, I remember DDD's whole arc in that as well. Presumably, Kirby's Air Riders would have Sakurai's DDD again. Yeah, maybe. If it's a tradition, he has to do it. You gotta give us the classic DDD voice. Except much deeper. And Kirby's Air Riders are like it kind of came out of nowhere. How many years has it been? 20? Let me see. Kirby's Air Ride. 2003. Are you in the creative arts for a living? Not right now. I was. I'm trying to. I mean, I guess I am. I'm trying to get like this game going. I'm trying to get some shop stuff going. I'm gonna try to open an Etsy shop. I've been saying that for a long time, but I really am trying. I just need like better drawings for stickers and stuff. I'm trying to also get into programming now that I know how to do game design, like game programming in Unity and C Sharp. Uh, so I'm trying to like set things up in the business so I can and I also have like a more stable thing going. Air Riders was the last Kirby game Sakurai directed. He hasn't. He hasn't directed any games after Kirby's Air Ride. I didn't know that. That's weird. I mean, I guess he's been working on the Smash game, so I don't think he's at any time. Man, that's interesting. I mean, I guess that's his baby then. It's like it's really just his baby that is Kirby's Air Ride, like his last foray. 22 years, damn. Man, how old is Sakurai actually? Because he's been here for a while. And 2003 was like he's 23 years ago. No, he's 54. Okay. I assume you haven't You haven't played Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Oh, I have. I have played Kirby in the Forgotten Land. I love Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Um, it was another one of those games that had like there was just so much there. Have you played Kirby in the Forgotten Land? You know, I kind of thought um, Sakurai made that one, but I guess I would have heard about it if he did. You know, Kirby in the Forgotten Land, I think is like you know, it's probably obviously it's been like praised a lot, but I still think it's underrated. It kind of came out and people stopped talking about it as if it was like some pretty good Nintendo game and not like an amazing Nintendo game. It's the full 3D first full 3D Kirby game, and they really knocked it out of the park with it. Forgotten Land is so dense. I didn't just play it. I wrote a guide on the game as a freelancer. That's really cool. Yeah, it's man, you wrote a whole guide on it. That there's like so much in that game. It's like a full on 100% walkthrough. Honestly, I might have used your guide to try to find the hall secret rooms. You know, like I was when I was finishing the game, I was looking for those. Yep, 100% one, but I may need to touch it up, man. Like if you made 100% for that game, that's crazy. There's so much. Yeah, it is. It is really dense. It's yeah, you're right. It's like just every nook and cranny. Even though it's like this sort of linear-ish game, there's just so much stuff in it. I'm not sure I got the HAL rooms as I had a bit of a deadline. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's freelance. Yeah, they really went all out, and I really think people, even though it was very well known and very well praised, they should like. I would put it up with. I mean, I put up with Metroid Prime, like that sort of Mario Odyssey level of gameplay. Like I wouldn't say it's as good as Mario Odyssey, but I'd say it's up there. Like the also I liked how all you could the I went and looked for all of the the copy abilities. I tried to like play the game with all of them. Um, but I'm pretty sure I think normal Kirby is like the most overpowered, I guess, in the for bosses anyway. Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Kid Icarus Uprising, and Forgotten Land all belong in the conversation of masterclass 3D transitions. Absolutely. I have not played Uprising, so I don't know, but the rest like 100%. You should put them up with Metroid Prime was another one. Hang on one second, I gotta what am I missing here? Is it here? Uh, oh no, never mind. Oh, there's so much. I mean, it is crazy how like how often Nintendo gets the 3D jump right. Uprising of the Sakurai, I think it's my favorite 3DS game. I haven't played Metroid Prime, but I am very aware of 1 and 2 being especially good. Yeah, man, Uprising was with Sakurai. Yeah, it was like Sora. He was part of it. I think he was the director. My favorite 3. I haven't played. I really should go back and get it. Uh, it's probably still sold. Yeah, man, you really should play Metroid Prime. You should play the remake. Is the remaster is really good. Remake? I'm not sure. It's a really good version of it. Yeah, one I like the best. 1 and 3 actually are my favorite. 2 I think has gotten a resurgence. Kind of has cult classic um status because I remember 2 not being well received. I thought it was pretty okay, but it was kind of the sort of black sheep of it. It was a very different sort of game they went for. Back once they got to 3, it was kind of more like Metroid Prime 1. But yeah, I think uh, Metroid Prime 2 has gotten a cult following over the years. And up, man, I don't think I've even finished the remake. I remember playing the original Metroid Prime 1 so much, but I don't know if I've finished the remaster yet. I'm really excited for 4. I'm really excited for Beyond. I didn't like that one trailer where they're like they're just explaining the so basic stuff about this video game. But the Nintendo Treehouse thing was great. I really enjoyed that. It is interesting to see trends with games that are considered black sheeps. I think they all deserve my time, and it seems Prime One on the Switch has it all. I can probably play the collection somehow. Yeah, I actually have. I think it was on the Wii. You have all 3 games. I probably have it over here. I have like the whole metal case. Hang on. I'm gonna I'm gonna see if I have it. I don't have it here, unfortunately. Um, it's probably over in the other room. I only saw I only saw a few moments of the Prime 4 Treehouse, but was afraid I'd see very bad gameplay, so I bailed. The Mario Kart gameplay was okay at least. Yeah, I mean like they just try to make it slow so you can understand it, I guess. Um, because I think Nintendo Treehouse is very forward facing, consumer facing. So they want to make everything very simple. Yeah, the Mario Kart was also interesting. I don't like Mario Kart really. But like that game, the more I see it is like, man, Mario Kart gets like everything because I think it's the most widely selling game, one of the most widely selling games in on Nintendo consoles. So like it's like really grand now. Everything's really huge and I mean obviously it's open world, but even the tracks look like gigantic now. it's really interesting. And I need to make these much slower so I can actually see them. My only real concern with Mario Kart World is the course design for Grand Prix, but it looks like they're putting their all into it. Man, there was like that Donkey Kong level was really great. Like the classic Donkey Kong level. I really liked that one. I really liked how they have fun with everything in their games. I think it could take a bit more influence from arcade races with Knockout Cup, but I'll play it even if I don't buy it. I mean, yeah, I just kind of don't like. I don't like the randomness. I don't like the items, that sort of thing. But I think just in general, I'm not really a fan of racing games. I guess. Yeah, the Knockout Cup. That's interesting. I really like the linear levels as opposed to the laps. The levels that just keep going. That it just shows you so much in that, and I think that's what Knockout Cup is made on. Like you're always going to a new place and not looping back around. You check out any of the F-Zero games? I never actually played them. I regret it now. Like I didn't play F-Zero GX. I remember when that was like all the rage, but I didn't end up getting it. Really sad because they're never gonna make any more. They made F-Zero 99, but like I think that was just throwback to the original. Um, man, I didn't actually even know that the original F-Zero was like on the SNES or something. When I saw it in the like at first, I was like what? It's so different in on the console. The original F-Zero. I do really like how F-Zero was really creative. I remember that F-Zero GX was really creative with the levels, at least the theming of them. That I remember really liking. From my perspective, the linear parts looked a bit uninteractive in Mario Kart World, but we will see. MK Mario Kart 8 had some interesting linear courses. Yeah, I've heard people say that like the straightaways in Mario Kart in general are like kind of boring. There's really nothing much you can do. And the straightaways in this new one, people were trying it. The competitive players were trying it, and they thought, yeah, it's kind of boring with the amount of straights there are. And yeah, I can understand that. But I didn't actually play Mario Kart 8. I kind of tapped out around like 7 or something. Yeah, F-Zero predates Mario Kart. Oh, I don't know that. Bionic Commando predates Mega Man Famicom Wars. First doesn't mean most popular. Yeah, I know honestly I don't really understand the popularity of Mario Kart or Mario Party. They are extremely like more popular than Smash, but I never really understood it. It was very strange to me that when I learned that Mario Kart like outsold Smash by 3 times. I remember I think it was crazy the numbers. It sounds like online for Mario Kart World won't have the linear parts, so we'll see. Yeah, we just kind of have to wait for it to come out. But it comes out in 2 months. I think it's 2 months. Yeah, I think it's just 2 months, and well, you can have it bundled with the game for way too high a price. But Mario Party isn't more popular than Smash. Oh, it isn't. Okay, good. But yeah, MK and Smash were trying first place for consoles for a while. Yeah, it's a good thing Mario Party isn't more popular than Smash. Damn, that would have been very sad. I do not like that at all. Yeah, Mario Kart and Smash just. I guess I should see what were the highest selling Switch game because I remember Ultimate was uh was like the big one. Hmm. Okay, there it is. Mario Kart 8 is number one. Um, then Animal Crossing: New Horizons. To be fair, they released multiple Mario Party games for console, yeah. But like number one, Mario Kart is the best selling Switch game, then Animal Crossing, and then Smash Ultimate, yeah. So those are top three. Where is Mario Party? Yeah, Super Mario Party is number nine, yeah. So yeah, I was wrong. I think almost every Nintendo system has two Mario Parties, yeah. They are they're very, very popular. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is sitting at top with 67 million, and Ultimate has 36 million. Hmm. I'm not only voice actor obsessed. I used to pay a lot of attention of sales. Man, yeah, I that's cool. I usually don't look at sales until like much later, but I think I'm gonna. I gotta add a few more things here. Man, honestly, I've been just been watching the Nintendo Direct, the Donkey Kong game. At first, I thought kind of whack. Um, Didn't really play Donkey Kong 64, but like this, the more I saw it, I was like, this is great. I love his expressions. I love his. I love the gameplay, how it looks. It's like you can punch through everything. I hope it's not a tech demo, sort of thing. But yeah. So I think I'm going to just about done with this. Not really, but I gotta clean out a lot of this. I passed on the rare platformers on N64. GoldenEye and Perfect Dark are sick though. But Bonanza looks like the successor to Odyssey. Yeah, Bonanza, like, it looks amazing. It I think did the I heard the Odyssey team worked on it, but like that was just from a YouTube comment. So it does look like it though. It does look like the sort of design they have. Happy with more Odyssey type games, even if I think some people would have liked to see more DK64 DNA. Yeah. Yeah. I think that game also I think has gotten a cult following, but I don't remember how well it was received at the time. Uh I never played it though. I only saw videos about it. But I mean, usually they that's Nintendo. It's like they if they feel like pivoting, if they feel like completely changing, like they're gonna do it. Um, one of those companies that like it's hard to predict like that. I think I can move that. I think I need one more, but after that I can move it. But actually, I'm gonna call it quits right now. Yeah, yeah. I've only really seen videos myself, but it feels like a cult following haven't really found their footing. Yeah, I mean it's not like that. It's not like that big. Um, but it does have its like people who swear by it. Yeah, I'm gonna. Sonic Unleashed, the cult following are very loud for both the SD and HD with pretty good cases. Yeah, I haven't played Sonic Unleashed. I played Generations. Oh my god. We were talking about actually OOT Mario 64. Sonic Generation should be in there for 3D transitions. That's it's incredible. It's a really out of nowhere incredible. I can't remember what the last game they made was before Generations, but Generations was amazing. It was fun. It was innovative. It was really interesting. But yeah, for real, I think I gotta go. I got two streams. Uh, but yeah, thanks for talking, man. I'll probably stream again tomorrow. What am I doing tomorrow? Yeah, I'll probably stream again tomorrow. Um, I need to play more Generations. I was actually avoiding a lot of the boost games so recently, but I can see the case. Dude, Generations is amazing. It is amazing. So I think legitimately it's like Odyssey, uh Galaxy, Prime 1, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, like that level. Take it easy. Yeah, I'll see you. Thanks for coming. Probably stream tomorrow same time or like 10ish, 9ish a.m. I'll read your article and we'll talk about it tomorrow.